In today's video, I'm gonna be back in Let's See car driving with the Aston Martin Vantage, and we'll be taking on the track for a challenge to see how well this thing can handle. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. So let's launch this thing in 3, 2, 1, blast off. Now I also want you guys to leave a comment on how well you think this thing is gonna handle, or you don't really have to leave a comment, but in your head just say if it's gonna be good or bad. For me, I think it should be okay. I don't remember this thing being hard to handle, so I think it should do well. But if you want to leave a comment, you can. Or if you want to make your assumption for now, you can. But this is the first major turn. Okay, not bad on the entry. Not bad. Based on the first turn, I think this thing should do well as long as I drive it okay. Oversteer there. This thing is rear-wheel drive as well, so might oversteer from time to time. Hopefully not too much, or where it isn't uncontrollable, but we just have to see. But I did tune it up as always, so we did change suspension, the alignment, stuff like that. We made it faster as well, which could be good or could be bad, but so far it's doing pretty well. I like what I'm seeing so far, but we're not even halfway through the track, so I can't really say we've pretty much done. But so far it's doing okay. We've only passed 2 of the major turns, but based on the challenge it's given, it's doing pretty well, I would say. Haven't seen any uncontrollable movements during the turn. It's oversteering and like slipping through the turns a bit, but it's still very controllable, so I can't really complain or say anything bad about it. It's doing pretty well. I like what I'm seeing. As long as we brake on time and get a nice turn in on the entry, it's gonna do okay. Based on what I'm seeing so far, I don't want to. Oh, could have been very bad there. I don't want to like confirm that it's good and everything, and then we just have a crash out of nowhere. Because I'm pretty sure that happened to me before. And there's some bumps on the track, but I think the change that I made to the suspension and the stiffness and the damping should be. Whoa. I feel like every time I'm doing a video and I'm talking about the car going to do okay, it does some crazy stuff. Like the car can legit hear me talking and it start acting crazy for some reason. Because I don't know why it tried to go sideways on me there, and there wasn't any bump or turn there to really make it swing out on me like that. I don't know what happened. It's like the car has a mind of its own sometimes. But it's doing okay. Car, don't try to kill me now, please. You're doing okay. Don't mess it up for us. Even though I'm the one driving it, it's like you have a mind of your own. I'm talking to the car, of course. It's doing pretty well so far. It tried to go off the track, but we're able to control it. It's still trying to go off the track from time to time, to be honest, but it's still very controllable. But I for some reason, when I first got this thing, I thought it was all-wheel drive. I didn't know it was rear-wheel drive. I haven't drove this thing in a while as well. Last time I drove it was through the tunnel doing the sound check. But this thing is actually handling pretty well. I would say I'm about quarter through the track, and I haven't seen any things to make me doubt the handling or that it wouldn't beat the challenge. So far it's definitely beaten the challenge. As long as we can make it like quarter through the, or I would say halfway. I'd say halfway sphere through the track without any crash out. Okay, that was my fault there. I saw a fly and I fanned it off and I wasn't turning. So that was definitely my fault. No, it was the fly's fault. I mean, why did it fly in front of the screen? I mean, come on. I'm driving here. Oh, it's still here. Whoa. Okay, okay, I think I got it. That's why it's very important to drive and not be distracted. Like 1 second off the road, you can just end up in a oh my gosh, the fly is still here. You can end up in a barrier or something like that. I don't think it's a fly. I think it's a bug that follows the light, so it's following the light of my monitor, which is kind of annoying. Wow, major oversteer there, but we're able to control it by just not going into it fully. We just ease up off the gas and it pretty much straight on itself, so that's good. I think the fly is gone now, so I shouldn't have any more crashes, but I'm not gonna blame it on the car or say the car failed the challenge there, because that was caused by something that was not in my control nor the car's control, so I can't blame the car there. I'm gonna blame it on the fly. But so far we haven't had any crash. I'm not gonna count that as a crash. As I said, I'm not gonna blame that on the car, because that was not the car's fault. It was my fault for getting off or looking at the wrong place. But we did have a, well, I wouldn't call it a major spin out, but almost a major spin out, because it did oversteer a lot, but we were still able to straighten it out. And we didn't really lose much time here, because we didn't really do a full 360. But definitely, whoa. Okay, this is one of the cars you do not want to brake super hard with, or brake while turning, because this thing seems like it's very loose. If you're braking and trying to turn, it might snap out on you, or like just start fishtailing out of nowhere. So you're gonna be very careful of that. But I just hope that this fly doesn't come back. I'm not sure where it's gone. I don't know if I got it or didn't, but I haven't seen it, so I'm hoping it doesn't come back, because I don't want it to mess me up again. Okay, for some reason the rear wheel drive cars are very hard to stay in the center or the apex of the turn there. I don't know why. Usually when I'm doing it with an all-wheel drive car, it kind of hugs it, but with this it's a bit stubborn. I don't know why. But it's a lot harder on keyboard, to be honest, because you can't really hold it. Oh, you can't really hold it to turn. Whoa, that's the first major spin out. Oh, fault there. That's the first major spin out. At least we didn't wreck. Spin out is not the worst thing. I mean, as long as you don't crash, you're pretty much okay. And everyone spins out at least once. Told me that you never spin out a car, I'd say you're lying. Unless you have never driven before. Because I mean, like, everyone who's driven in a game on or this track specifically has at least one spin out. Especially if the car's rear wheel drive or very fast. I mean, even front wheel drive cars and all wheel drive cars can spin out. Pretty sure that happened to me already. Not in this game, but in another game. But this thing is doing pretty well. I mean, differently from the spin outs and the oversteer, it's doing pretty well. I'll say it beat the challenge. It doesn't handle that bad. I wouldn't really say it handles bad either, because it does take the turn, and it takes them pretty good. It's better than most or some cars, I would say. And this thing is definitely pretty fast. Not the fastest, but it's pretty fast. And you don't really have to buy it either. Any car that you don't have to buy in the game, I would say it's a pretty good deal, especially if it's unlocked by miles. Well, having that, I do have quite a lot of miles, I would consider. I mean, have like 8,238. It's kind of a good amount, considering that I can get every mile car so far. I'd say it's definitely a good amount. It's above average. But one thing I do realize with this thing, as I said before, you don't want to brake while trying to turn this thing. It's better to brake a lot before the turn than try to brake and ease off the brake while going through the turn, because that's going to be very bad. You can't really, well, I mean, if I was on something different, maybe I could trail brake, but with a keyboard it's super hard to like perfect trail braking. So you're just going to brake as hard as possible before the turn and just then turn in, because you don't want to brake while turning, else the car is going to become pretty unstable, which is why I think I was oversteering a lot there. I wonder if I can like change the tuning to like get rid of that. Probably would have to change the brakes, because maybe they're too sharp. Angle off here, of course. Don't wanna damage the front bumper, even though you can't really damage it in this game. Whoa, I never know that you could do it. I never knew. I wonder if this is a glitch. Never knew that the car could fall through the grass here. Okay, let's just flew it. I don't care. There we go. Problem solved. Easy as that. Sometimes all you gotta do to solve a problem is just go full center, just floor it. And don't care about anything. Of course, as long as it's in a game, nothing's gonna be bad or nothing's gonna happen as long as it's in a game. I mean, a game. Don't try that in real life though. But now I'm gonna show you guys the setup real quick. For the suspension, for the gearbox is optional in terms of handling. I mean, if you want to, you can copy these, you can slow down, pause the video. I recommend, I would really say slow down, but you can if you want to. But the gearbox doesn't really affect handling that much. The differential, steering, and well, I don't really think there's anything to change in the drivetrain unless you want to change it to all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. But that's pretty much the setup. But I think I might mess around with it a bit more to see if I can get this thing to stop the fishtailing when I'm braking into turns. I'm gonna probably test it out a bit more. But if you guys do have a better setup for this thing, let me know in the comments. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it helpful.